Welcome, entrepreneurs and aspiring fashion moguls. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of clothing brands. It's 2024, and there's never been a better time to break into the fashion industry. With the right strategies and a dash of creativity, you too can create a successful clothing brand in the USA. We'll be exploring the potential this market holds and its relevance in our current economy. So, buckle up as we guide you through the process of starting your very own clothing brand. You might be wondering, why should I start a clothing brand? Well, let's dive into that. There are a plethora of reasons why starting a clothing brand might just be the perfect venture for you. Firstly, do you have a passion for fashion? A clothing brand allows you to channel this love into a tangible product, creating pieces that others can enjoy and appreciate. Secondly, there's the creativity aspect. Designing clothes allows you to express your creativity and individuality, and there's nothing quite like seeing your original designs come to life. But it's not just about the creative side. Starting a clothing brand also means freedom. You're your own boss, you set your own hours, and you make the decisions. And let's not forget the lucrative nature of the clothing industry. With the right strategy and a bit of perseverance, a successful clothing brand can be extremely profitable. If these reasons resonate with you, then you're in the right place. Starting a clothing brand can seem daunting, but we've broken it down into manageable steps. Let's dive right in. First and foremost, research the market. This is where you fine-tune your idea and understand the competition. Look at what's trending, who's buying, and what price points are viable. Also, consider the gap in the market your brand is going to fill. Be observant, be curious, and most importantly, be informed. Next, define your brand. This is your identity, your story. What does your brand stand for? What is its mission? Who do you envision wearing your clothes? Your brand should resonate with your target audience and reflect their values. Remember, people don't just buy clothes, they buy brands. Once you've established your brand, it's time to design your products. This is where your creativity shines. Sketch your ideas, choose fabrics and colors, decide on the fit and finish. Make sure your designs align with your brand's identity. Every stitch, every seam, every color choice should scream you. Now you're ready to find a manufacturer. This can be a local or overseas manufacturer depending on your budget and preference. Ask for samples, negotiate prices, and ensure that they can meet your quality standards and production timelines. It's essential to build a strong relationship with your manufacturer. They're not just making your clothes, they're bringing your vision to life. Last but not least, create a business plan. This is your roadmap. It outlines your financial projections, marketing strategy, and growth plan. It gives you a clear direction and helps you make informed decisions. Remember, a clothing brand is not just about creativity, it's a business. Remember, every successful brand started from scratch. Your dream clothing brand is just steps away. Keep your vision clear, your passion burning, and your determination steadfast. You've got this. Now let's move on to how to set up an LLC for your clothing brand. Stay tuned. Now let's delve into the legal side of things. To protect your brand and personal assets, you'll want to set up an LLC or a limited liability company. This will provide a solid foundation for your clothing brand, shielding you from personal liability in case of business debts or claims. Let's break down the process into 4 simple steps. First, you need to choose a unique name for your LLC. This name should reflect your brand identity and also comply with your state's LLC naming rules. In most states, the name must end with an LLC designator, like LLC or limited liability company. Also, the name must not be identical to an existing LLC in your state. You can usually check name availability on your state's Secretary of State website. Second, you'll need to appoint a registered agent. This is a person or business entity authorized to receive legal papers on behalf of your LLC. They must have a physical address in the state where your LLC is registered. You can serve as your own registered agent or hire a professional service. Next, you'll file the Articles of Organization with your state's Secretary of State office. This document establishes the existence of your LLC and includes information like the LLC's name, its purpose, the name and address of the registered agent, and the names of the LLC members. There is usually a filing fee which varies by state. Lastly, you'll want to draft an operating agreement. This is not always required, but it's highly recommended. It outlines the ownership and operating procedures of the LLC, providing a clear framework for your business operations. Once these steps are completed, your LLC is officially formed, but don't forget about ongoing requirements like annual reports and state taxes. Make sure you stay compliant to maintain your LLC's good standing. Setting up an LLC might seem technical, but it's a crucial step to ensure your brand's protection and legitimacy. Make sure to do your research or consult with a legal professional if you have any questions. Remember, your clothing brand is not just a business, it's your dream. Protect it wisely. You've set up your brand, now it's time to let the world know about it. In the digital age, your online presence is your brand's storefront. It's where the magic happens, where customers discover your brand, fall in love with your products, and make their purchases. So how do you build this online presence? The first step is to create a website. Think of your website as your brand's home base. It's where you tell your brand's story, showcase your products, and most importantly, convert visitors into customers. But a website is not enough. You need to be where your customers are, and nowadays, that's on social media. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest, social media platforms are invaluable for building a community around your brand. They allow you to engage with your customers, share your story, and promote your products in a more informal and personal way. Now, having a website and social media accounts is great, but if no one can find them, they won't do you much good. That's where search engine optimization, or SEO, comes in. SEO is the process of improving your website's visibility on search engines. By optimizing your website with relevant keywords, you can increase its ranking on search engine results pages, making it easier for potential customers to find you. But let's not stop there. Social media marketing is another powerful tool at your disposal. By creating engaging content, running ads, and using influencers, you can reach a wider audience and drive traffic to your website. Finally, don't overlook the power of collaborations. Partnering with other brands or influencers can expose your brand to new audiences and boost your credibility. Whether it's a co-branded collection or a simple shout-out on social media, collaborations can be a win-win situation for all parties involved. Remember, building an online presence and marketing your brand is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing process. It requires creativity, patience, and a lot of trial and error. But with the right strategy and a bit of perseverance, you can create a strong online presence that drives your brand's success. Having a strong online presence and effective marketing strategy is key to the success of your clothing brand. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide to starting your own clothing brand in the USA. Let's take a moment to recap the key points we've explored today. First, we delved into the reasons to start a clothing brand, discussing the creative outlet it provides and the potential financial rewards. We then walked through the initial steps to kickstart your brand, from identifying your niche, designing your line, sourcing your materials, to creating your samples. Next, we touched on setting up an LLC for your clothing brand, emphasizing its importance in protecting your personal assets and providing a professional impression to your customers. We discussed the process of filing the necessary paperwork, registering your business name, and obtaining an employer identification number. Finally, we talked about establishing an online presence and marketing your brand. We highlighted the role of a well-designed website, the power of social media, and the impact of a solid SEO strategy. We also stressed the importance of engaging with your audience and building a community around your brand. But remember, this isn't a one-size-fits-all guide. Your journey will be unique, filled with its own challenges and triumphs. What's most important is to stay passionate about your brand, remain adaptable, and keep learning. Remember, the journey of starting your own clothing brand is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay persistent and success will follow.